Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Let me take down some of this light. It's crazy. But I just wanted to do this live show, my YouTube channel, some love because I have people that follow me strictly on YouTube and some people follow me strictly on Facebook. And I wanted to give you guys some information. And the topic is be very aware of people that tell you that you can't do DIY credit repair. And the reason why I want you guys to be aware of that, I came from insurance sales. So I was an insurance agent for many years. I was able to sell life insurance, property and casualty insurance. And one thing I have always learned, when you have a person that don't want you to ask questions, pretend like you can't learn, you need to run for the hills. One thing that's clear, what's going on in the credit repair in the industry right here and now, if you want to call it an industry, they know that a lot of people have stimulus checks. They're trying to sell fear to you in a time of unsurety. And a lot of them are selling these multi level platforms so they can make money off of overrides, you guys. They're selling you a system to really try to have is basically a Ponzi scheme. And what they are doing is selling you a computerized system to fix your credit. Now, here's the thing, what means are they taking to fix your credit? They're simply saying you use a computer system to generate letters, and that's the credit repair. My question is, why can't you write your own letter? And even if they're doing the credit repair for you, a lot of these companies, what is the difference for you as an individual and them? Let's not get it twisted. No one is, like a LeBron James of any industry that is in credit repair. It, Bottom line, the only difference between you, even and an attorney, is that they know the law. So, a lawyer, you can honestly be a lawyer if you learn and pass the test. If you pass the requirements, and you're telling me you can't read some laws that's already been put in place and write your own letter directly to the credit bureaus, that you need some kind of genius or computer system in order to do that, that is ridiculous. And if there is any credit repair company that's telling you, person, that you cannot learn, that education is not the way, I don't care if you're hiring someone or not, you need to know about what they're doing. Point blank, period. I'm a person right now, I'm a landlord. Like I always say, nobody's coming into my house to fix anything. A plumber, a carpenter, an architect, anybody that's coming to do work for me, I'm going to know about the process. Don't be that foolish, you guys, because after all, how do you know what you're paying for? How do you know what they're charging you if you don't do your own research is actually fair and honest? And how do you know they're telling you the truth? What is their guarantees? And there should not be any guarantees in the credit repair industry. It's not allowed. And on top of that, they don't tell you that the Fair Credit Reporting Act don't even give them a right to dispute anything from you. This is why the Oscar system is in place. They'll pretend to just say, oh, the bureaus don't want to hear from you and you have to do it this way. It's to stop them. So, number one, if you hear someone that say, hey, why did and it's a lot of them that say that, oh, you done messed your credit up. And how can I mess up a debt validation letter sent directly to a collection company? How can that mess my credit up? They don't tell you that you can just simply send a debt validation letter. They convince you that the way you need to go is dispute through the credit bureaus. And how full, and then, oh, you might not have a chance. The reason why they can't send that letter for you, you have to send that correspondent to the collection company. Okay? So, and they don't even want to tell you about that. They don't want to tell you about debt validation. They make it seem like it's so complex that they send you letters that you put in the mail and wait for 30 days. Another thing they don't tell you, even if they send the letters off for you and you're wondering why this carries on for months and months, and they say they haven't received a response, it's because they're a credit repair company. And the bureaus don't even have to answer anything that comes from a credit repair company. They don't even have to respond. A lot of times they'll send back a response to you that is frivolous, a frivolous claim, because basically they're saying, we suspect this is from a credit repair company. So, one thing you must understand, I don't care if a person is call themselves a god. You want to be able to have knowledge in whatever that you're paying for. There's different strategies, different tactics to handle different credit issues. So you need to know what your issue is. There's a totally different tactic to handle your credit issue if it's a collection. You send a debt validation letter. There's a totally different tactic if you have a charge off. You can send what I offer, and I suggest a dispute affidavit. And the only thing you can make your own affidavit is to write that letter and have it notarized. Point blank and simple. The reason why you need to do that is because the bureaus can pretend that your buddies, the credit repair industry, wrote that letter. But if you have it as an affidavit, meaning you had it notarized by an authority or someone who's been given authority by the government in your state, they know you had to send ID. And you should make it a sworn affidavit instead of just a regular old dispute letter. And that way, the bureaus can't weasel themselves out to even pretend that it was a letter from the credit repair industry. So this is a lot what they don't tell you. Even with their computer generated system, they'll tell you, and you don't understand, every letter is unique. Because anything that's template or the same, it kicks it out. Oscar kicks it out. So how can they individually promise you that a generated system that's servicing hundreds of people are going to give you a unique letter? How can they guarantee you that? They can't. So don't be fooled, you guys. It's a lot of people out here hustling, okay? This is the age of the hustle. One thing I advocate, you guys, you need to learn something for yourself. If there's anyone, anywhere that tell you, like your teacher will say, hey, it's not a problem, make sure you ask questions because they want you to learn. The thing is, a lot of these credit repair companies don't want you to know what they're doing. They don't even want you to have an idea. Because when you don't learn how you got in that situation, it's a revolving door to come back to them. They want to keep you in the dark. They want to pretend that they're gods. That you can't do that. Oh my God, you can't do that. Ask them, really? Who made you king? Who made you monarchs? Who made you, the universe? And so don't be fooled by foolishness, because bottom line is foolishness. All you need to do is read for yourself. It's in law, Fair Credit Reporting Act. So it's a law, and the law is made and put out there for everyone to have access. Do they not tell you the fact that it is law? It is your responsibility to know the law. Any of us that went to court for a speeding ticket, or you broke or made a right or left turn, and you say, hey, you go to court, I didn't know, I was violating the law. They'll tell you very quickly, the law is public, and it is your responsibility to know the laws of this land. It's your responsibility, you guys, to know what the Fair Credit Reporting Act entails for you, because it's for your protection. So when you have a person that act like you're so stupid, you can't do that. FICA is coming. The British is coming. The British is coming, and you should be scared. It's a bunch of foolishness. Don't get it twisted. Don't learn. You don't have time to learn. That's foolish. Don't listen to anybody that's saying that. Take that information that they're spewing out with a grain of salt, and make sure if somebody is telling you you can't learn or don't look up what I'm saying, I would proceed totally with caution in that case, because somewhere in there, that person don't want you to learn how they're making money. And if you are, unfortunately, most Americans are consumers. They're not business minds. Follow the money, then you can understand what the angle is. And some of them, that's the angle. So keep in mind now, you have to be careful. People know you got stimulus money. Collection companies know you have stimulus money. Even now, lawsuits are breaking out because they know you got stimulus money. And so you want to keep in mind, you guys, do your research. Understand, even before you go to a credit repair company, if you choose to use one, already do the research and know what you need. A lot of them are taking advantage of, you want a home, your credit is not right. They don't tell you FHA, 580 credit score, 500 credit score, you can get a house. You just got to find a banking institution that will allow that. It can be tougher now with all this economic, breakout because of the coronavirus, but you might need a 620, which is not that hard to give, or a 650. So don't listen to these people. They want to do credit sweeps, charge you $900, charge you $600, link you up with a credit repair system. That is the new wave, you guys. Credit repair system. And I don't knock the hustle. I really don't. Look, everybody have a right to make money or make a living. All I'm just telling you, you can get that, but just understand what way you need to be able to handle your own issue. Not every issue is the same. So a lot of people I've been consulting, they really didn't have an issue. It took some fine-tune adjustment. I have a client now, within 3 weeks, his credit score went over 64 points, and he's getting closer, and he will make his goal. So, because he's in the process of buying a house, and he needed to get his credit score up. So it doesn't take all day in a lot of instances, and there are different levels to credit credit problems that's on your profile. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. You don't even necessarily need money to buy a house. See, they don't tell, I mean, you don't even necessarily need money, but you don't necessarily even need credit to buy a house. There is different ways to invest in real estate. And if those that are real estate investors, if they be real and tell you, you got to go on ahead and get different creative financing anyway. You can't get all of that under your name because pretty soon the bank is not going to lend to you. You got to switch over on the business side. So don't let these people feed you fairy tales, because people that know, that actually do things, know all of that is some BS, okay? So one thing you must know is always learn for yourself. Don't let anybody hustle you. Don't let nobody fool you. And when they get to talking that talk, think about it. How they getting paid on this? Where they getting money from to do this? They get money, y'all. So I hope that is helpful. If you're interested, I actually even do consultations now. You could be able, we'll walk through and find out what your credit issues are. And we'll do a Zoom conference so we can do it that way and find out what's the quickest avenue to increase your credit score. Or if you're looking to buy your house, how to reach that goal. To get a car, some people have to move. In all of these categories, there are different strategies for what you're trying to do. Not everything is the same. Also, if you are having problems with collections, feel free to go to my website. We have a deluxe collection package for medical collections and for consumer collections. You can get that. If you have hard inquiries, at my website, we have free inquiry removal letters. So feel free to access that. And if you have any other host of issues, if you need to send a dispute to the credit bureaus, we also have dispute packages. So you can use that, but we use means of affidavits. So that's going to be your best recourse in order to process a dispute through one of the three major credit bureaus or to a LexisNexis or Sage Stream. If you mention, my number will be included. Hopefully, you guys, you are being safe. Always remember, I am now on Thursday nights. I'll be doing Thursday nights at 8 p.m. I'll be offering some information in the credit world. So I give you guys some good tips. And I hope you guys are valuing the information. And beyond valuing the information, I hope you apply it. Because, knowledge unapplied, is not going to produce results. And as the Bible said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So don't let anybody lead you around blindly because you feel like you're at a disadvantage. I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys for watching and have a blessed day.